guys, how's it going? It's Squeetee again with your Gundam Battle Operations 2 news update for January 30th, 2020. This one we have quite a lot of things to go through, so let's just jump right in. First up on the docket is the new mobile suit. You can kind of see it playing in the background of the video. Let me get you guys a closer look. Here we go. Alrighty, so here is the full armor. Get down here. Full armor Gundam land battle type. Level 1 and 2 are coming out. Starting cost for level 1 is $450. So we're looking at it. It's got looks like a beam cannon on its right shoulder. Left shoulder has some sort of like missile pods. Looks like it's ripping a Zaku head off. And it's got some beam cannons for its right arm. Similar to the other heavy full armor Gundam, but this one seems to be land type specific. It's a general purpose mobile suit. Let's see, equipped with additional armor, and shooting weapons, independent fighting weapons, blah blah. High firepower, robustness is a standalone general purpose aircraft. Well, mobile suit that means, but that's a translator. So let's just watch the video. I'll let it go and yeah, see how it is. Alrighty, so let us scroll back through here. So it's got its beam arm shield things. It's got, looks like double barreled. So that's pretty good. You can use it while running around. It's got its missile pod on the left shoulder, like I thought, very similar to the gun cannon. And then the cannon on its right shoulder is kinetic. I thought it was going to be a beam weapon, so drawn there, but it looks pretty versatile. Was a lot of movement in that little clip there, right here. So I'm looking forward to this guy. I love playing support, and this looks like it can do long range, but it also has a lot of mid-range abilities as well. So I'm going to really look forward to that. So I'm going to probably try to get one of these this week. Hopefully I have enough coins to get it. But then we can move on. We'll keep rolling through here. They have the new flight suit and helmet. It's a number 2. I'm not sure. Normal suit, Earth Federation Forces, number 2. Pretty standard. I want to say 8th MS team pilot, Shiro, I think his name is. Shiro Amada? Something like that. Probably wrong completely on that, but whatever. Wore this in the opening episode of 8th MS team. And then if we continue down here, the other additional supplies upgrades, we've got the Pale Rider Heavy War Equipment, level 3. It's a 500 cost, and Pale Rider Space Battle Specification, cost 500 as well, both level 3s. 3 stars as well, so that's being added to the supply, right? Yeah, supply drops. And then the normal usual, blah, 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 blah. Here's the lottery period, everything like that. So nothing out of the ordinary. A lot of things were excluded from the distribution list, but I'm not going to go through that if anyone wants to. So let me go switch over to the next section. There's a lot of updates, so I'm going to have to be going through these. Alright, let's see. We're here on the update file, version 10122. Some of the stuff I've already gone over last news update, and some of it's brand new. So the stuff from last update was all the map changes, everything like that. You can look at my previous video for that. But really it was just touching on, it did tweaks to a bunch of maps, and they made different time variations. Basically the port now has like an early morning sunrise effect on it. It casts a completely different look on the map. And also the HLVs, as you can see in this bottom left picture here, they're basically taking off. So that's a big change, and that's something that will happen throughout. As the battle goes on, they'll load up and then take off. You can, if you're making, private match, you can change variations depending on the port, things like that. They also have the mount area, had a bunch of tweaks, making it giving more cover and allowing more areas to be, basically you can shoot from, things like that. I really look forward to trying these changes out. And then the last one is also kind of their new theme of battles or maps changing over time of the course of the battle. Basically, in the reef, space reef, or I forget what they call this map actually in the English version. But basically, these chunks at the top here will slowly drift into the main battle area as the match goes on. Kind of adding here, like you can see, a whole extra bunch of just debris in your way. So that's cool. Let's see. Let's see, some minor stuff. Finished production has been adjusted in the game rule. So basically, if you win, it says blue finish and red finish. That's about it if you win or lose. Nothing too exciting. Some minor tweaks and stuff like that. Changed how fast you can do chats from 7 seconds to 5 seconds. I really ignore chat, so as bad as that sounds. But something that I'm interested for here is the rival scores. So instead of them before, it used to be if you beat your rival in a certain spot, you got basically a silver star, or whatever that emblem you want to call it is. And I'm mousing over it here. In that category, which said if you won or lost. And if you have more stars, and you beat them and you got points, things like that. Now they're changing it to where your total score is what matters. So if you were fantastic in, say, damage, and you just did crazy amount of damage, and your opponent did crazy low damage, but then they beat you, and somehow they beat you in like kills, like they were kill stealing, or they didn't die, or their assist score was like crazy high or something like that, and they beat you in all these other areas, but if your damage just blew it away, your total score could win for you pretty much. And down below here is the chart for basically the conversion and everything like that, and how you get points if you get them added or removed depending on how well you did. So if you get 0 difference, so you guys have identical scores, nobody's getting more points. Say you have 1 to 14, you get 1 point. If you get 105 or more, you get plus 7 points for that battle. On top of probably, I assume you're going to win if you got that many points, so you're going to have 17 points total. Excuse me. And then on the other side, if you got a negative 121, you were below them, you lose 7 points. At that point, you're probably losing the match too, so you're probably minus 17. But basically, they're laying it out really clear in front of you, showing you the difference of how much difference how many points you'll get. So that way, you can do fantastic everywhere. You can do really good and just lose by a couple points everywhere, and then do fantastic in one branch and blow your enemy away with like damage or score, generic score. But they could have won every other category, and under the current system they would have won. But with the new one, you possibly could win or get at least something. So I like this change a lot. Let's see. They have now changed it so the lower cost limit is now showing in maps before you play them. So if it shows a 500 cost battle, it'll also show the lower 450. That's minor change. Custom team match formations, just showing some light colors and stuff for who you're playing with and things like that. Clan related. All right, if there are multiple rewards for improving the level of a clan or completing a task, the acquired content is displayed together in the confirmation screen of the clan update. So that's a minor tweak. I haven't run into that honestly. When receiving the level up, the level notation is now displayed, so you can know which level it's from. That's cool. I like that. The cursor is nothing too exciting. They just did some minor tweaks. The number of mobile suit owned by recruits who newly start has been increased from the beginning. So they got the GM break. I don't know what GM break is, but they're adding that in. Power GM is being added, and the high mobility Zaku is being added in for anyone starting the game. So that's cool. Well, and I guess they're gonna give them to you. Maybe it's the gun cannon they're gonna give. That's what GM break means, maybe. I don't know. So they might be the source logo of the work display. They might be giving you. I'm a little confused here. They might be giving you one. I'm not sure. Actually, I loaded in and I didn't get any pop-up, so they didn't give it to me. Corrected myself. Um, really tiny update. They show now in the bottom corner of every screen when you get a mobile suit what series it's from or where it's just basically where it's from. That's a nice little addition. Let's see. I already went through this. Already went through that. Oh, here we go. They have added to the recycling window the GM Intercept Custom FB Level 1. That's pretty cool. And they're calling it Bishop Level 1. Isn't that the Psycho Zaku Level 1 is being added? Oh, that's cool. That's cool with me. I wouldn't mind getting this suit. It looks cool. I think I have one, but hopefully there's another. Well, it says level 1. We'll see. Like we saw earlier, the Earth Federation Forces helmet and flight suit added in. And then in the DP, they've added the Gabaldi Alpha level 1. So that's pretty nifty. And then we've got the usual, tiny updates, corrections. Did this, did that, changed options. Weapons related. Excuse me. It looks like they just did a bunch of little tweaks to the whole game here and there. Nothing too much I'm going to really delve into. Basically, they corrected a lot of text and maybe tweaked some suits and stuff. So let me go through the rest of this. There's like 6 more news updates and see if there's anything worthwhile sending you guys. I'll be right back. Alright, so this is something else kind of interesting here. They're having the Gundam Battle Operation days. Basically, it's going to be a retweet competition on Twitter, where the winners will get a Dyson vacuum, a toaster. Looks like a 3D printer in the bottom left there. Honestly, I'm not too sure. And the Blu-ray of Gundam 0083, Afterglow of Zeon. Let me look at this. Toaster, automatic coffee maker, excuse me. And then the 0083, I believe it's a movie, or is it OVA? I'm not too sure. But basically, if you go here, you can go down and follow them, and then during the campaign, which is basically today to Sunday, you just got to retweet their stuff, which is kind of cool. So if you want some of that stuff, I read through this. It's obviously translated. I'm not sure. Here it is. If you have a Twitter account residing in Japan, you must have an official Twitter account for Gundam Battle Operations. So basically, if you want to do this, you have to have a Japanese account. And I would assume you would need a Japanese address for these to be shipped to. But yeah, so that's something interesting. If you're in Japan, you can obviously go for it and download or retweet them. So let's see what we got. All right, guys, and the last thing on the news for today, worthwhile, is Battle Operation Base Camp in Nakano. This is obviously for people only in Japan. They're doing a pop-up base camp kind of deal is how I gathered it, where basically you come in, you can play Battle Operations 2, and play basically. Looks like they got card games going on, things like that, and just a way to meet your other pilots and have a good time. So maybe if you're an American citizen or someone who speaks English and watching this video and you want to meet up with some other people in Japan, I would go to this if I lived in Japan, and if this game somehow got big enough that they would do this in America, I would be there in a heartbeat. But yeah, so this is pretty cool, and check it out, guys. I'm sure they're going to have more information and tweets and stuff. Down below here, they've got some times, dates, everything like that. Looks like it's happening 3 days, February 26th, March 25th, and April 22nd, throughout all Wednesdays throughout this coming year. So yeah, thanks again, guys, for watching. This is going to wrap it up for today's news video. I really appreciate watching, especially if you watched all the way to the end. Please like, subscribe, and share. And leave a comment. Tell me if you liked what I'm doing, if anything's cool going on, what's up, and I'd be happy to reply. Have a good one, guys. Bye.